Greetings, today is day 32 of the at-home workouts during closure number 2. So today's warm-up, you're going to start with a 16 round, that's a Tabata round, so 20 seconds of activity, 10 seconds of rest. We'll do hollow hold, push-up, lateral hops, V-ups. We'll do those 4 things for 16 times, and then we'll stretch out with the PVC and some mobility. Okay, so the hollow hold. The hollow hold is standard is to raise your hands off the ground and feet off the ground. If you can't do that, put your hands next to your hips and just raise your hips and shoulders off the ground. Then if you can't do that, just raise your legs off the ground. The next progression down, if you can't do that, is to raise your hands off and then otherwise to hold a crunch. All right, then you'll do push-ups. The next movement you'll do push-ups. The third movement is lateral hops over your weight or an object or just even a line on the ground. And then the last one of the 4 is to do V-ups. To do each of those 4 things 4 times. Then you'll stretch out with some PVC. So here's some PVC pass-throughs. I like to do a PVC rotator stretch. You can follow me there if that's something you want to do. And then finish that up with some mobility like a wrist stretch where you turn your hands around on all 4s and then pull your hips back and stretch that wrist out. All right, the skill today is you're going to do 2 rounds of this, 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. A jump rope, alternating lunges, up, downs, and sit-ups. Okay, so this is 2 rounds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So first, you'll start with jump rope. You can either do single unders or double unders, but you do 30 seconds of activity and 30 seconds of rest. Next thing you'll do on the list is lunges. So you can either do these as blocking or reverse lunges. The third thing on the list is up downs. So it's almost a burpee, except you're not touching your chest and thighs to the ground, so it's a little quicker down and up, those up downs. All right, the last one on the list for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off is sit-ups. Again, you'll go through these 4 things twice. Then for the workout is just a quick one. 2 simple things, double unders and burpees. Today's burpees. It's like we need more burpees today. It's Friday, so might as well do burpees. So you'll start with 100 double unders, then you'll do 21 burpees. Then you'll do 75 double unders, and then 15 burpees, and on the way down. So do the double unders, do the burpees, chest and thighs all the way to the ground. This is different than the up downs, where the up downs you didn't go down as far, the burpees you go down all the way. Now for the core work today, you can either use a partner or do this by yourself. You're going to try to accumulate 2 minutes of a Superman hold. Now this video I'm showing you next, I did not record myself with the Superman hold. I recorded myself doing Supermans. But the Superman hold is essentially to raise your arms and legs up off the ground and hold that position as long as you can. Try to accumulate 2 minutes. So if you only do for 30 seconds, then when you break, you'll transition to sit-ups. Those sit-ups are weighted sit-ups. So if you've got a medicine ball or a dumbbell, and if you don't have one, just do sit-ups. Then you'll do sit-ups for every time you need to break. Now the mobility today, again, will take you about 20 minutes or so. We have a mystery one right in the middle. I'll tell you what that mystery movement here is in a minute. Okay, so you start with a Samson stretch. So you want to put your fingers together, lace your fingers together, push your palms facing up, and stretch side to side. Then for the butterfly back stretch, you're going to get into a butterfly position with your feet together. And you're going to reach your hands under your legs and grab your shoelaces and lean forward as far as you can. Now the cat and cow, you're going to be on all 4s. You're going to arch your back up and head up to the moon. And then as you follow your breath, this is nice and slow, and you arch your back up again like a scared cat. Okay, so the V-sit. You want to be sitting on the ground, spread your legs out, and reach as far forward as you can. If you can reach all the way forward and get your chest to the ground, that's great. Then you'll go to a prayer stretch. So you're going to be on your knees, try to get your body as flat to the ground as possible, but then you're going to move your hands to the right, and that'll stretch your lat muscle, and then come back to center, and then you'll move your hands to the left and stretch the lat muscle on the other side. Okay, here's the half kneeling wall lotus, or the wall lotus I should say. We basically is laying down with your feet flat to the wall, and cross one leg and push on that leg that's crossed. The wall candle, you'll sit with your bottom to the wall, feet stretched out to the wall, and then you want to point your toes down. That'll stretch your hamstrings. And then for the overhead Squat on the wall. You're going to lay down on the ground, feet to the wall. You're going to raise your hands overhead. Just use nice, slow, and controlled breathing. Here is the downward facing dog into a cobra stretch. So this is the downward facing dog. And then as I dive my head down, nice and controlled, I raise my head up into a cobra position, and I'm going to go back and forth on that, nice, slow, controlled. All right, today's mental health exercise is to give yourself 10 minutes to just stop and read a book of your choice. Sometimes you just read because you have to read things, but it's nice to stop and read something that you're interested in. So here I am, opening up one of my favorite fitness books. It's the Squat Bible, put out by a guy who runs an Instagram channel called Squat University. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's good information. All right, go get it. Have a great workout today.